Joining us on the dais from Stanford, head coach Tara VanDerveer, student athletes Fran Belibi and Haley Jones. We'll start with a statement from coach, and then we'll take questions for the student athletes first.
I'm really proud of our teams. I thought we had a great season. I think the improvement of our players was really astronomical. And I think the leadership of our seniors was really special. And whether it's Lexi, Lacey, Anna, Alyssa, Jordan, they really had a great year. We did not play very well tonight, and we just I think we really struggled running our offense. I think there were some self-inflicted wounds, what we were doing out there, and it was disappointing. But I thought our defense was really worked hard, except that we gave up a couple of threes that we didn't need to give up, and we gave up some O boards and kind of some bad fouls. But I thought Haley really worked hard. She was in the game the whole time, making plays. Fran really came in and helped us make some great plays to keep us in the game, just even at the end, forcing some turnovers. But all in all, we just, we came up short, and we lost to a really good team. Connecticut played very well.
Thank you, Coach. We'll take questions for the student athletes. We'll start here in the aisle.
Hi, Ron Krajcik from the San Francisco Chronicle. I guess Tara and Haley, if you could talk about the offense and sort of what was different tonight. You guys have been so good offensively and obviously missed a lot of shots. How much of it was Connecticut's defense? How much of it was something that you did to fall out of rhythm?
Do you want to start that, Fran?
Sorry. I think offensively, a part of it is not hitting shots, but that's bound to happen. You can't make all of your shots. I think, we could have moved the ball better. I think we could have cut harder, screened better, whatever it may be. But I think, we left a lot out there unsaid. And so that's hard to kind of swallow that pill where you leave a game feeling like as a team you didn't leave your best out there. But you got to give credit to Connecticut. They're a great team, great coached. They had a great game plan, and I think they executed very well. But outside of that, I think that we want some of those shots back, some of those turnovers back.
Question here from Michelle.
Michelle Smith, Pac12.com. Haley, do you feel like you guys had some good looks and things, and you guys weren't knocking them down?
Yeah, I think that there were definitely good looks. I know I wanted some of those shots back. I thought I had good looks. I'm sure everybody on the team felt that way. So, I mean, what are you going to do? The ball doesn't always go in the basket, so you got to swallow that pill, learn to move on from it. But I think it's, it's motivation for next season. A lot of us are coming back, and we're going to miss the seniors. They're the pillars of our team. And so losing them as teammates but also as people is going to be really difficult. But I think there are definitely shots we wish we would have made, layups, threes. I know our three ball wasn't falling as it usually does, which is disappointing and frustrating. But, I mean, you got to move forward.
Question next to the same row, Ann.
For both Haley and Fran and Killian with the San Francisco Chronicle, can you just speak a little bit to what it was like in the locker room just now? And you just mentioned your seniors. Did you guys have anything to say to them, or just, you talked about how you wanted to keep playing this group together. You're so tight. Just what are the emotions right now?
I think your goal is always to kind of end the season on a dub, and unfortunately that didn't happen for us. So we're just in there. It's some tears, but it's a lot of hugs. I think at the end of the day, we're all very disappointed in the outcome of today's game, but we have to kind of take into account everything that we've accomplished and everything we've done. We've been able to play with some people for 4 years, I guess us for 3 years, and it's been here 6 years, so that's been a while. But yeah, I think it's some tears, but I think at the end of the day, we're thinking back on what we've been able to do here. We've been Natty champs. We were Pac-12 champs twice over. And so we're just going to kind of try to carry that and keep with the joy over all the sadness.
Great job, Fran. I would echo what you said. And I think also just in the locker room, you're giving hugs and everything, and you're going to miss them. But, like, the relationships that we have with especially the seniors who aren't going to be on the team anymore, they're not going to end just because the season's over, right? I mean, when we get back tomorrow, we'll probably go get dinner. Or, like, we're still going to hang out. When they leave, we're still going to hang out. We're going to go grab meals. We're going to go out as a team still. I think we're friends first. So even though this kind of chapter is closing with some of those seniors who are leaving as teammates, I'm still going to be their friend, and those relationships are still strong enough to continue. So in the locker room, it's difficult. You're kind of closing a chapter with some people, but you're opening a new one, which it's exciting to see. I know I was talking to Lacey about her move to Austin, and Anna, what she's doing next year, and everybody. And they have so many exciting things on the horizon that I'm excited to see them accomplish.
Question here in the aisle.
Jason Dumas, Cron 4 News. This is for Tara.
I'm sorry, we're still working on the student athletes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We'll take a question for the student athlete.
Okay, cool. Yeah, for Haley and Fran. Obviously, once the pain of this loss, wears off and you can actually reflect on the season, what specifically are you guys most proud of this group and what you're able to accomplish this year?
I think, winning is great. We all love to win. We're a very competitive team. Winning a Pac-12 regular season tournament and then the regional final and coming to a Final Four is something to be proud of. I think outside of the win category, I'm really proud of the resiliency that this team has shown, especially in tonight's game. We're down 8 with like a minute left, and then we get it to 2. And even though when they're making their free throws and whatnot, we're executing out of timeouts. We're diving on the ground. We're sprinting. We're doing everything that we can possible and continuing to encourage each other. So I'm really proud of the team for that and the people that I get to play with. Their resiliency, their grittiness, their toughness. I think that's what I'm most proud of.
Yeah, to kind of echo what Haley said, I think everything that you see on the court is kind of a testament to who we are off the court. Whether you see Lexi literally getting a steal while on the ground or Cameron mean mugging after a big block, those are their personality traits off the court, and it's been just an honor and a privilege to be able to play with them. And I think I'm most proud of how we've all grown, watching people's evolution from freshman year until now and seeing how they've grown, whether it be literally becoming a point guard for Lacey and Anna or just how Cameron has grown in who she is on the court and how she's carried herself on the court. It's been a real privilege to watch that happen. And so, like Haley said, besides all the wins and all the championships, I'm most proud of how I've been able to see everyone grow and become the people that they are and the people they'll continue to be.
We'll take one final question for the student athletes here. Lindsay.
Lindsay Schnell, USA Today. Haley, you guys were just so out of sync offensively all night. Do you feel like you settled for a lot of threes?
I think that I think definitely like late in the shot clock. I think the shot clock was winding down a lot for us, which doesn't usually happen. So that led to us settling in a lot of threes. But I think a lot of the threes that we took were in the flow, shots we usually take. When Lexi and Lacey and Hannah jump in, really anybody's open on the perimeter, I want them to shoot it. So if it wasn't falling, it wasn't falling, but those were still the shots that I would want them to take. But I think, definitely, we were definitely out of sync offensively, so that led to some shot selection that wasn't our best, and I'm sure we'd want to get back. But I think the shots that we missed are still shots I'd want my teammates to take, so I can't fault them for that. And I mean, 9 times out of 10, I think they're going to make it. Tara would probably yell at me for not crashing the old boards, but I'm like, I think it's going in. So I think it's definitely a mix.
Thank you, ladies. You can go back to the locker room now. Nice job. Thank you. We'll continue with questions for head coach VanDerveer. We'll start here with Michelle in the front.
Tara, about the offensive issues, did you feel like you guys settled a little bit too much for threes, and was there anything there you were telling your team in terms of when they were struggling so much with shots they normally make?
We really struggled on offense, and when we looked good, we got the ball inside to Cam, and I think she maybe rushed a couple of times, but she finished for us, and then unfortunately, we didn't really get on the offensive boards the way we needed to. And I think that, some of it is just with different people, we kind of run different things, and we didn't really run anything really well. I thought Haley made some big plays for us, and we needed to get her at the basket more. And kind of down the stretch, she finished at the basket really well. But it's a lot of times I think in NCAA play, it's, really, I want to say guard play, people that are, really used to, can handle. And again, I give so much credit to Lacey for what she did for us, and Anna Wilson, who never really played point for us, to be able to step up and do what they did. But tonight we needed more. And it's they were on the floor. You asked about the locker room. Those two are Niagara Falls. I mean, they gave their whole heart, and we came up short. But a lot of that is just, I think, the experience of running a team, and I think it caught up with us tonight.
Question right here behind.
Hi, Tara. Jackie Powell with The Next. So you just said that you all lost the battle of the boards, but you had an advantage in the post with Dorka Juhas out. I'm curious as to what you thought the reason for that was.
Well, I thought Nelson O'Donnell was extremely aggressive. I mean, she had 5-0 boards. She was, I think, she played really well for them. And she was extremely physical. And when we went to our post player, and just in terms of what she was doing, both she and Edwards. But we really tried every timeout, every dead ball, move the ball, get the ball inside, and it's just easier said than done.
Question here from Michelle.
Cameron Brink she played 27 minutes tonight. I know you held her out for a little while. She came in, she picked up 2 quick fouls. She had to go back to the bench. When she's in the game, she makes a huge difference for your team. How do you, moving forward, sort of just make sure that she's got that impetus to stay out of foul trouble and stay on the floor for you guys?
Well, Cam's a young player. She's extremely talented. And some of it is just really, continue to work hard in the off season and she's a very versatile player, but, a lot of it is really, I think, working with her. And I mean, when she was out there, she did great things for us. And she's a warrior. She was posting up, and I thought it was very physical. She was knocked down on the ground a couple times, but she's a young player that has a great future. And some of it is identifying, maybe keeping things maybe a little more simple for her.
Question here from Lindsay.
Lindsay Schnell, USA Today. Tara, Lexi couldn't throw a basketball in the ocean, I think, tonight. I wondered, did you think about trying to do some stuff to get her going, maybe specifically to the rim? And then also for someone, like you point out, that they've just given everything to this program for 4 years, how hard was it to watch her go out like that in her last game? I don't think one game can define Lexi or Lacey or Anna Wilson, what they've done for this program. Did she miss some shots? Yes, she did. This was not her best game, but I wouldn't trade her for any player. I mean, she plays so hard. She had both her nostrils were bleeding, and she's still trying to be out there. I'm like, Lex, you're bleeding. She's an absolute warrior. And honestly, if our team can learn from these twins and Anna on how to practice and how to compete, we can be back here next year. They just are so competitive. They're so coachable.
Did she miss some shots? Yes, she did. Did she have some turnovers? Yes, she did. But she battles, and I could not be happier coaching her than I wouldn't trade her for anybody.
We have time for one final question. We'll go right behind there.
Tara, you guys have obviously played in a lot of big games the last few years, but is there still on this stage some anxiety? And I mean, what was the mood like going into the game? And do you as a coach have to sort of manage, sold out crowd, national semis, try to play like you normally do?
Our team has played really well in front of. We had a big crowd at South Carolina. We played really well. We didn't win, but we had an opportunity to win. We've played it on the road and in places. We didn't go to Arizona this year, but I think that would be an excuse. Our team came out. We didn't do what we needed to do, and some of it was at the free throw line. We didn't make free throws early. We gave up threes. We gave up boards. I thought we played really well defensively. It's a 1-point game at halftime, and we did not shoot the way we're capable of. We come down and step out of bounds. You can't do that. We've got to run offense better, but I think it was something that again, people were ready. They were prepared, and just sometimes things don't go the way you want them to or think they can. But it's disappointing. But again, like Connecticut was in this position last year, and I think their players probably learned from it, and now they've gone a step up. These are players that, whether it's Haley or Cam or Lexi or Lacey, Hannah Jump, they have a championship ring, so they know what they need to do. We just had some looks that didn't go in for us, and we did not defend the three-point line, nor did we make our free throws, nor did we keep them off the glass as well as we needed to.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you all very much.